First, let's talk about the law of orgasmic attraction. So we've talked about the dominant thoughts, feelings, how we must clear them out. So when we use the powerful state of orgasm, this helps us to raise our vibration, to change how we feel. I like to use the acronym LOVE, L-O-V-E, standing for level of vibrational energy. As we said, E equals M. And I believe that when we feel really, really good and we feel optimistic about life, we tend to attract others who feel the same way. And they tend to be successful people who become attracted to our goals and mission, and they tend to support us, and vice versa. We support them because we have aligned visions and goals. So like attracts like in this context, especially through emotion. Most people don't want to be around negative, miserable people who are successful. Successful people don't really want to be around people who are going to bring them down, bring their energy down. You want to be around high vibe people. And the state of orgasm is arguably the ultimate state of bliss. But how about being able to feel a state of bliss all day long? What do we need to do? Well, primarily what we need to do is preserve the energy of orgasm, of ejaculation itself, sex, life force. It's the most powerful, potent force. And we, instead of depleting our reserves of it like we do, I'm talking about men at the moment, women it's slightly different. We expel a lot of nutrients that are involved with emotion and feeling and hormone production, like zinc. And we also deplete a lot of life force when we ejaculate. So in the rituals of sex magic, you would hold on to the orgasm for as long as you possibly can, to the point where you would actually internalize it. And certain breathing techniques can actually invoke that orgasmic feeling. And using sexual bandhas, energy locks, the mula bandha, the roots bandha, we can actually circulate this energy around the body and not have to actually have a full orgasm. We would have a full body orgasm instead. Instead of just an ejaculation orgasm that just lasts for a short time, we can actually prolong this without even having sex with someone else. You can do this on your own. And actually our Soma breath rituals, the more advanced ones that you can learn more about in the 21 days, actually is designed to wake up this orgasmic life force and move it around and circulate in the body in such a profound way that you will feel like you are just vibrating at a higher state for the rest of the day after you do it. And then with breath retention, what happens is when you hold your breath for longer periods of time, you actually can wake up this endogenous DMT. And what happens is when you raise carbon dioxide and lower oxygen, you actually can wake up this endogenous DMT plus tryptamines and other feel-good hormones like dopamine and oxytocin and adrenaline in the form of epinephrine, which creates a powerful change and state change, which allows neurogenesis to accelerate. So when you use intention with this moment through meditation, you can actually change your brain according to will. And this epinephrine and these tryptamine releases in the blood that you get also has a powerful anti-aging effect, antioxidant effect, a strengthening effect for your nervous system and your physiology, the cells of your body. And all of this leads to being healthier, happier. You also release a lot of endorphins that relaxes you, allows blood flow to flow more effectively around the body to the muscles and organs. And you then just vibrate at much a higher rate. And level of vibrational energy, as the acronym, means you move from low energy states, low emotional states, anger, jealousy, rage, guilt, envy, fear, into the opposite, higher vibrational energy states of acceptance, compassion, joy, passion, and then peace. And when you start to have peace for your present situation, where you no longer fear the future, anxiety of the future, and you no longer are held up by grudges and low vibrational energy from the past, like guilt and sorrow, anger, you become fully present, become at peace with your present situation. And this makes you vibrate even higher. So our system, our courses, is all about getting you to that point where your default state, your default mode network is fine-tuned according to your will, and your ego becomes your friend. And then your dominant feelings become high vibe. You don't have these contracted feelings anymore. You don't contract. You expand towards life with courage. And when you have full of courage and joy and compassion and love and confidence, people get attracted to you. People want to be around you. They see your energy. They want to be around your energy because it makes them vibe higher. And success attracts success. And success that attracts success creates more success. And then everything just elevates around. And this is what we want to spread with Soma, is this is my grand conspiracy. That is, and conspire literally means breathe together. When you breathe together, all of this is even more amplified. That's why a lot of the sex magic rituals were done in groups, because it amplifies the whole thing. But with Soma breath, you don't have to do anything actual sexual. You can obviously do it with a partner, and it's even better, more enhanced, but you can do this as a group practice. And when you're all breathing together at the same rhythm, you connect with the electromagnetic field of the heart. And the heart math have done studies on this and create collective coherence. And all your vibrations are amplified. And the intention that you have is also amplified. And you send a message out to the universe what it is that you want together. And magic happens. And Dean Radin has many studies now on the power of prayer. Dr. Emoto does as well. The power of prayer. I believe that this is the most powerful way to pray. Prayer for influencing life events, world events. Prayer for influencing your ability to heal and to even send healing to others. And if this isn't magic, I don't know what is. When you can actually all pray with an intention to influence an event somewhere else. This is real magic. This is magic being used in the right context. So the highest emotional state for change is the state of orgasm. And there's been studies that show that the fastest way to enhance neuroplasticity is 20 minutes of an intense orgasm. I believe that through our powerful breathing techniques, that you're creating the same state as an orgasm that lasts for even longer than 20 minutes. And you're producing lots of oxytocin at the same time, which is a primary hormone for amplifying and enhancing neuroplasticity. And when you start to change the brain and the neurology within, the inner world becomes aligned with the outer world that you want to create. And then you start to tune into your true will, and you create a sense of free will, the ability to choose the life you want and to go and get it. So there are some studies that back this up. There was a study done on rats by University of Maryland that middle-aged rats made more brain cells after mating. And this showed the neurogenesis was dramatically enhanced and even restored brain function lost through aging. And the benefits were seen in the hippocampus. This is the area associated with memory and new memories. And this is the part of the brain we want to influence if you want to learn new skills and talents. So there is another phenomenon called the Reikov effect. There was a Russian scientist called Reikov who showed a certain form of hypnosis that allowed a participant to emulate any individual they admire and thus display genius and mastery. So through very deep meditative states, deep trance identification, he caused the participants to regress to an early age. In this state, he told students that they grow up with their instruments, instilling the notion that they had long mastered their craft. When they awoke, and even long after the hypnosis wore off, they played with the confidence of master musicians. And since then, the Reikov effect has been used to emulate the mastery and genius of people across many fields, not just music. I believe this works by powerful changes to the brain and neurology, especially in the areas of the hippocampus, through intention combined with actual state change. And I believe that with Soma breath, we actually create this powerful, heightened state of emotion that is like the state of orgasm. Using just breath, you get into these profound bliss states. And when you're in this state of deep bliss and using our meditation music with the breath combined, you actually go into a trance, a very deep trance. And actually with the right instructors, the ones that we train in Soma Breath, you can actually speed up this effect, downloading or installing your avatar, your Supreme Council. And I created this technique where you would visualize people who you really admire, who are either real people or people who have existed in the past, in history, or even fictional people who possess the skills, characteristics, or the lifestyles that you want to attract into your own life. And I believe by creating like a Supreme Council, and this is what actually Napoleon Hill recommended to do. This was one of his techniques as well, that in the science of Think and Grow Rich, he talks about this, that we can literally hypnotize ourselves into forming new beliefs and talents. And when you use this as a meditation whilst doing our Soma Breath techniques, and if this is led with an instructor as well, it can be further enhanced. I've witnessed people in our groups change dramatically and accelerate their progress towards the life that they want. So this is just some of the science, evidence, techniques that kind of back up why I believe Soma Breath, I believe, is the most powerful, transformative tool that exists. And is a real holistic system. It helps you not only release the past, to embrace the future how you want, to get rid of limiting beliefs, but also to change the brain according to will. To use this to heal, to attract the life that you want, to go after the things that you really want, develop new skills, new talents, and to really put the law of attraction to work by focusing on the law of action instead. A law of action meaning you do the things that you want by taking efficient action every single day, because you have the energy, you have the will, you have the determination, the drive. That's when real magic happens.